busy, active, engage, busy, active,
So much to do. Never gonna get it finished. Toil. And on. It never stops.
Does your life look like that sometimes? Sometimes my life looks like that. Life can be a rush. It can be busy and you can be overwhelmed. And as a Christian, sometimes that can get right in the way of your relationship with God. It can get right in the way of your relationship with others. And you can just feel sometimes that you're on that treadmill that never stops. There's work, there's family, there's church, there's activity, all those things that really can sometimes take you away from what really matters. And that's our one-on-one relationship with Jesus. And that relationship, for me, really has really been rich and been fruitful and been deep. Not in times of activity, not in times of crowded schedules and all those kind of things. The place where it's really benefited me is in the secret place of prayer and worship. And that's a place that Jesus talks about in Matthew 6. He says, when you pray, go into your room, shut the door, and seek your Father who is in the secret place. And your Father will see what you do in secret, and he will reward you openly. Now, I don't look for open reward. All I look for is that meeting with the Lord. Those times of just being alone with him. Drawing aside into a place of solitude that's not a lonely place. Solitude and loneliness are not the same. Solitude is a rich place where you can find the Lord. I know because I've been there and I've found him, I've heard his voice, I've read his word, and I've sought direction for my life. And I've seen him pour out, his word to me, pour out his direction to me many times. It's so important to follow that instruction of Jesus to draw aside into the secret place of prayer and worship.
This is one of those places that I love coming to when I want to pray and just get away from it all and just have a bit of silence and a bit of private time with the Lord. It's one of those things that Jesus practiced. He was forever going off on his own to a lonely place just to pray, like the night before he chose his disciples, like the night in Gethsemane before he was crucified, and just to seek his Father's will. And it's a model for us to follow today. So this is part of it for me, really, coming out into the countryside, into the wilderness, if you like, and just having a bit of time alone with the Lord. So this is my secret place. This is where I love to come to, and I encourage you, get out there into the wide open spaces and seek your Father, because he will be found. He promises he will be found in the secret place.